Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tyan. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current content. Actually, I was inspired to do this video. I channeled it. I meditated. I prayed. And I got some very good downloads that I'm going to share with you. But before I get into this video, I want to share a story with you. My children are actually talking about this story right now as I'm transmitting this story to you. I had this lady who I met at a time when me and my children were homeless. We were staying in a hotel. That day, I only had a gallon of bottled water and I think maybe a loaf of bread and some tea. Something just told me to get the tea, take the kids out of the hotel, because after a while you go stir crazy after looking at four walls all day. So I got the children out the house. We went to Panera Bread. I got the children all their tea so they can drink it. I think I took everybody all but my baby. I left the baby at home with the husband at the time. And so it was the rest of the children. And as we sat down and we were drinking our tea, this woman out of nowhere came over to me and just complimented me on the kids and how well-mannered they were. And I didn't know at that time that God sent me an earth angel. This lady, her presence just blessed my life. She gave me her number. She was like, hey, my husband used to be mayor in this town, because we lived in a city called Greenwood, which is south of Indianapolis. And she was like, I want to stay in contact with you and I want to give you something if you don't mind. And I'll give you my number. You can look us up. We're online. So she gave me her number, and as she gave me her number, gave me $167. You guys, me and my children had no food. And I was just prompted to do something that wouldn't even make sense to the normal person. Go to Panera Bread so you can get hot water to make your children tea. I could have did that at home. The only thing is they wouldn't have had sugar. But my point is, when you are prompted, when you are intuitively guided to do something, never violate a hunch. Months later, or maybe about a year later, they, over time, we built a relationship and they became my godparents. Well, I call her mom because she was my spiritual mother. Mom knew that she was dying. I didn't know she was dying. At the time, I was engaged. I was distracted by so many things, so I really wasn't tapped in as much as I am now. She was going to write me out a check, and the check was over $1 million. Back then, I couldn't receive it. I didn't know how to receive money, and especially that type of money. I got scared because I didn't want her family to come out after me, because after all, I'm this colored American girl and my godmother was Caucasian. So I let fear consume me and take over. And had I allowed my godmother, who I dearly love and miss at this time, to write me out that check, my life would be totally different than the way it is now. So with all due respect, I'm telling you this because knowledge is power. Please make sure that you are heavily equipped with it at all times, because it can change your life for the good or for the worse. All right. I just had to get that message of the day out the way for whoever this may apply to. I know that when I say things, sometimes I don't always know why I'm saying things at the time of when I'm saying them. But I always get an email or someone reach out to me and tell me, hey, you were talking to me. This is my exact situation. I'm going through this, blah, blah, blah. And when I watched your video today, I knew that this was my message. So this is for you. All right, you guys, moving along. Of course, you know that I am your favorite influencer and I am your favorite spiritual and health plug. Well, we're going to talk about some spiritual things today. And what I'll like to discuss with you is something that has been heavily on my mind lately. I have talked to a couple of people about soul contracts, soul revocations, twin flames, and karma. What if my twin flame don't want to join me on this journey, etc.? So let's go ahead and let's lean into this. First, let's start with soul contracts. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. What are the hell soul contracts? What are they? Why is she discussing this? What does this got to do with me? Well, not only does it have something to do with you, it has something to do with each and every last one of us. And let me break it down for you. For those of you who don't know already, obviously, soul contracts are agreements made between two souls before they incarnate into the physical form. They can be made between two people, two groups of people, or even between two generations. These contracts can involve anything from a promise to help each other out in life or to a commitment to learn specific lessons together. One of the most interesting aspects of soul contracts is that they can be revoked. Just in case you didn't know, these meanings or what this actually means for you is that a soul contract is no longer in place once you revoke it. And that means that both parties are now terminated. This is also known as soul revocation and can be done with mutual agreement or with the help of spiritual guides or mentors such as myself if the feeling is not mutual. Okay. Now you may have heard a little something about twin flames, or maybe you might be a twin flame yourself. The question that I always receive is, what karma will my twin flame receive if they refuse the journey with me? So, if you are curious about the answer to that question, let me advise you that twin flames share the same soul contracts. It is a dual and not a solo mission. So therefore, if you're dealing with an evil twin or a twin that is just heavily inundated or stuck on a 3D plane of existence, then you'll need to carefully listen to what I'm about to say next. These are two souls that have made a contract to learn and to grow in this lifetime together, not apart. Twin flames often have a strong connection and can often feel so much intense energy, especially emotionally and in thoughts. They also can come into your life to help you grow spiritually, like a spiritual doppelganger. They are often used as a catalyst to your spiritual awakening as well. So if you're finding yourself in a pickle or stuck in a cycle with the twin flame, I am here to help you navigate through ancient shamanic healing tools to cut and to clear the heaviness of bearing the soul contract solo dolo. Now, I will state this. I have never discussed this until now on any of my other videos about the details of a soul revocation. And if you do a soul revocation, what the karmic outcome could be for you. So I highly recommend that you also, when you do a soul revocation, you also do what is called a karmic flush or karmic clearing as well. Because by revoking the soul contract, you are breaking a spiritual promise on a spiritual level, which is higher than the physical level. And without clearing the karma, you will create more karma behind it. This is the very reason why I offer the service in the first place. Now, in your own free will, you can work out the karma on your own if that's what you want to do. But if you choose not to, and I just want to make sure that I'm being clear. Sorry, a call just came through. I just want to make sure that I'm being clear. If you choose not to, then that's where I come in. So let me give you an example. Let's say you do a soul revocation and you do it times 3 for the past, present, and the future. That's a total of 3 soul revocations. That also means that it would be in your best interest to also order or purchase 3 karmic flushes as well to clear out all 3 timelines for your past, your present, and your future. Capiche? I just want to be clear on this because I know I've had a lot of purchases this week for soul revocations, and I was meditating with Metatron and also Archangel Michael, and I just wanted to have this caveat out there. I just wanted you to be clear because it can wreak havoc if you don't clear it out. And trust me, listen, this is not all about the money for me. Okay? This is about purpose. I am already in my power. I already stepped into my purpose. Now I'm helping you. And it's also to keep my conscience clear as well, because I don't want people to call me or text me and say, Dr. Tyann, I purchased your soul revocation and now my life is a living hell. What did you do? It's not about me. It's about you and your karma between you and your boo or whoever you're trying to clear the karma from or revoke the contract from. Okay? This is also good for those of you that think that you have a generational curse put on you. One candle light and one incense is not going to ever remove a generational curse. And why do I say that? Because most generational curses last for 7 generations, not 1. Okay? So it's also good if you think that you or your family have a generational curse put on you to get one. And if I were you, I would do it times 3. 3 is the magic number in the occult world. There's strength in numbers. There's something about the number 3. It emphasizes a ritual to the 3rd power. Okay? Moving along, I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to talk to you about your twin flame and your soul contracts and karmas, etc. And how you can properly deal with that. So we already discussed about the soul contracts and the agreements. All right. And you already know you and your twin flame automatically are in a soul contract. You don't have a separate soul contract. Like your twin flame don't have a soul contract that differs from yours. You have the same soul contracts. The only thing is they have different karmic lessons with karmic people that you don't have. So they will have separate soul contracts with their karmics. But also remember that you are also a third party to that soul contract. And that's another discussion. That's another video. So, one of the most interesting aspects of soul contracts is you can terminate it at any time. It's not something that has to hunt you for the rest of your life. So, we've talked about your twin flame. Let's go further and discuss. What if 20 twin doesn't want to join you on the journey? So, therefore, if you're dealing with a evil twin or a twin that is just heavily inundated on the 3D plane and doesn't want to come along with, what you'll do is you will terminate the contract. So, twin flames often have a strong connection and can feel each other on the physical level. They can become very heavy in your aura if you do not do anything about it. And that's where, like I told you, I come in. And the soul revocations, the karmic clearing, all of that comes in. Now, like I said again, you can do it on your own if you choose to. It's a lot of work. I'm going to warn you. But it can be done. So finally, let's talk about karma. Karma is the result of our actions and how we deal with our soul contracts. If we complete our soul contracts with integrity and honesty, we will experience positive karma in our lives. However, if we fail to fulfill our contracts, like a twin flame who bows out gracefully or act with dishonesty, we will experience negative karma in our lives. Your 20 twin will not escape the karma, and neither will you. So, there you have it. Soul contracts, soul revocations, twin flames, and karma. It's all connected, you guys, and it's all a part of our journey in this lifetime. I hope that this video has given you some insight into these topics, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment sections. Now, I do want to also tell you, as a bonus, I have included a twin flame mini reading for the collective right now after this video. Thank you guys for watching. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to. Purchase my book, Seeds of Abundance, if you want to become more abundant. Or you can leave a comment, like, share this video. But please participate in spreading good karma, however you deem fit. All right, you guys. I now cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste. Hi, Dr. T here. You guys are going through some karma, old karma from past lives and healing wounds. So the time right now is very intense for the both of you, especially in your sacral chakra where the sexual energy is. It's heavy, it's hot, it's intense. Just go with the flow. Your soul contracts are now ending. You're coming out of old cycles and entering into new cycles. Then you are both going through a reawakening. So this is a heavy and intense time, and it's time for your light to shine at this moment. Step into your power, take action. It is time for you to tap into your creative juices and ingenuity. Right now, you both are triggering each other. You may be in separation and separated from one another, but you guys are reacting to each other, whether it's inaction or the actions of your twin. Right now, please stay uplifted. Stay away from people that are anti-twin flames so you can stay in your highest vibration. Learn to be patient with yourself. You know that divine timing is always at play. You are the one that create that timing, by the way. And you guys have been doing this for eons.